footy could change forever. So let's get into it. Nick Natanui and Max Gawn. And it's Nick Nat that gets the first tap down. Shuey over the top, and there's Viney. Well, there's no lack of energy and effort and toughness around the ball to start things off. Tough to get a clean possession.
They take it out on the Eagles.
And Viney gets it deep. It's thumped out of there by Barris. Petrarca, who was dominant as we saw in the pre-season, out to Langdon, another new recruit for the D's. Knew he had to be quick with the hands, he was. But there's Keziah Pickett getting involved, and he can set the Demons away. Viney looking to hit a target. It didn't quite make it. Here's Petrarca, challenged by Duggan. Oh, he's come back through. Keziah Pickett, what a start to his AFL career it could have been.
How good, well.
And here's Tim Kelly. This is what Eagles fans wanted to see in action. Smooth moving, he looked excellent. Just gave us a taste in the pre. Was one of the best shots at goal in the AFL last year. Doesn't transfer across. Operation was outstanding from Neil Bullen. Oliver follows up. Pickett, look at that for a damaging handball. And Langdon's able to stride forward with a bit of space to work in. He had a couple. He had a short option in McDonald. He wants longer. He had grander plans. Tomlinson in the wrestle. Denied there by Brander. And now we'll have a stoppage.
Well, I reckon
just a slamming kick out of there. And Jetta.
Great to have him back playing well. Really struggled last year with injury.
Just played the 7 games last year.
All-Australian halfback.
Play on. You. Into the pocket. And too wide. This man, Mitch Brown, at his 3rd club now, can play a pivotal role. Langdon puts it on the chest of Bailey. He's only missed 2 games in his 2 seasons with the D's, and one of them was here in that forgettable preliminary final when he was overlooked. He misses here to the left.
About how loud some of the defenders are at setting up their teammates in front of the ball.
Eagles on the advance, and with a touch, Ryan set up sheet, but what's he got for us this afternoon? Liam Ryan to kick the first goal of the last game, and he has. Great strike from Liam Ryan. The Eagles on the board first. That was ambitious. There's Bedford, the other Demon on debut today. Spargo, and once again Shannon Hearn read the clever play. Let's see if it can hit a target. Just a little overcooked again. Gaff getting more of the footy. Shuey the same. Found it more difficult. Couldn't get a way out. Now Viney, quick reaction. Mitch Brown can get a kick away, but it was a blaze. That looks like there's plenty on. In fact, it's an open wing for Langdon to charge down, and he can relish the space. I think he's already had a couple of runs and bounces, and now he can drive for Petrarca inside the 50.
He's put in such hard work over the pre-season. Let's see if he can kick it off with a goal.
38 disposals and 3 goals in that Marsh Series opener. It was a long shot, as you saw. Spotted Spargo. That looked like a kick with intent, but again it's shut down. They've got a good ground crew this time. Petrarca searching, deciding and executing. Langdon got dangerous. Jared said across from Freo, 24-year-old entering his 6th season. Kicking has not necessarily been his strength, but he'll be welcome with open arms. Oh, if he could just been able to. Time is on his side.
Shoot.
And now Shepherd driving ball again. Darling looked likely. Nick Natanui over the top, and the Eagles will get their 2nd goal. Archie can roll it through.
But look at the reference point here, the long ball in.
And
we know the boys are going to compete in the air.
What you can see there, Jono, is even.
Back first to compete in 1-on-1 or 2-on-2 situations.
So the Melbourne response here needs to be immediate. The Eagles getting dangerous again. Ryan just waiting for an error or a teammate to flip the ball his way. Instead it goes out to Archie. Opportunity to kick his 2nd goal. And he's taken that opportunity. They've been rare for him at AFL level.
Have a look at this. Oh, hello.
Oh, that works.
And they've gone forward 1-on-1 everywhere. And they've actually now got an extra of the Eagles. So they are working much better into their forward half. And it's that efficiency that is really hurting Melbourne in comparison.
Now that Tim Kelly is a West Coast player, Harms had to be good with the handball. It was a little short of being assessed that way. Puts his teammates under pressure. Oh, Neville's out a handball straight to Sheed, who says thank you very much.
Harms being in that position. I know he wins ball here, and I know Melbourne completely, stuffing up on the back of that with winning possession there with Jetta. But he's there to chase ball, not necessarily defend first. And that's what they've got to get right with these midfielders that push back. and play these roles.
Brayshaw, Jetta stepping right through. He's normally a beautiful kick. Sometimes you need a bit of luck as well.
And another Melbourne handball, reflex handball to the opposition. I haven't seen one of those for a long time.
Thank you very much.
Moment from a Melbourne point of view, a bit sloppy with the handball.
They need a mark to state the obvious in the last seconds, or a quick snap from Fritsch, which have to work their way back. It can't be done straight away, but they've got 3 quarters to do it this time as they're into the action in the second term, and again as determined as ever. Here's Jack Viney.
On the man, advantage Melbourne.
Advantage taken by Petrarca. Deep kick, tough one to reach down there. McDonald comes back at it. McGovern just sits on it.
Just a couple.
Oh, it's kicked out of the pack for a goal.
First centre bounce. Okay, Melbourne win it. Get the ball inside forward 50, but it's even numbers at the start here, and that's why once it hit the ground, they're able to compete and put pressure on, and therefore then get the result at the end which they're after, which is the goal. Great contest there from McDonald pushing back.
So Alex Neil-Bullen, everyone else had stopped, but he was clever enough to keep playing.
I reckon he's told his teammate, let it go, let it go.
It was like a rugby scrum.
Yes.
Just releasing.
Mitch Brown, Kelly, skimming ball back to the wing, and Elliot Yeo can go for a trot. Just a canter at the moment. Waiting for Cripps to get into the right position. Snaffles it off the outside of the boot to Petruccelli. His best shots at goal last year were set shots, Jack Petruccelli. And that one looks pretty decent as well, right through the middle. So the answer comes swiftly. They clear a path for him to run and drive. Ryan from the side. Lever wouldn't be moved, but look, he's got 2 Eagles all over the top of him.
He's in trouble.
He doesn't have the ball, but
Yeah. Still got to be holding the ball against Petruccelli.
It's a long, strong kick deep, and Shepherd got himself in front almost for Pickett. But out of there, Barris doing a wonderful job. Although he lands it on the chest of Max Gawn.
Who started the quarter really well.
Yeah, you sensed that intensity, didn't you? He wasn't going to cop it this time. That's what he's hoping anyway. Again, they dislodged the forwards too easily, though. Oh, and that's going to be 50 from Spargo. And they can't afford, as they did in that preliminary final, to give away silly 50-metre penalties. Just it was a beauty, wasn't it? And now Chewy's up smartly. Sheed, you know, he's left-sided. So he just ducks back the other way. So Liam Ryan. It's 50 metres. It's in his boot. It's just hit the post.
Side players organise and they just whip it to the outside ring and kick a goal.
And he just falls off that. So a couple of opportunities has the run on the outside. So Tom McDonald coming out of defence. I wonder if there's been a change there. He was just on the ball. Viney. Oh,
It's got to be 50.
At the moment, it's been the West Coast team turn to waste some opportunities. Melbourne capitalised with a little bit of help.
Keep going on his right side. Try to step back on the left.
Hibbert, has he seen something? He has, and Fritsch. So, Fritsch to line up. You can hear the attempts to put him off.
It worked.
Boundary line relieves all the pressure.
I don't know, he got it down, but Viney was a step ahead. Again, this is typical Eagles situation. Hearn was the extra. Viney, though, slips the handball to Melksham. He had company, as you can see, so Viney just goes in to try and right the wrong, and he'll try again with another hand pass. Sunday stroll and handball over the top. They get to Archie, they get to Cripps, they've got to half forward. Looking dangerous again. Little pop kick was pretty good for Jack Darling.
Marking target to present.
Yeah, most of their forwards have had interrupted pre-seasons. Jack Darling's fit, though, for round 1. And with that style of his, he puts it right through the middle with great authority. Fritsch with that stylish left hook. It's back into the middle with Pickett. Turns, instant kick. It's still 1-on-1, so there's a chance for Melksham. And Tom McDonald presented with an opportunity which he takes for the D's.
Behind the guy, behind Nelson here in the ends. And then you got McGovern coming over to support. He couldn't get there to assist. And there's his opponent, McDonald, just sitting on the outside for an easy goal.
There's the family that have turned up to
Byron.
see the lot, including the great Byron Pickett.
That'll send shivers down the spine of a few ex-players that are watching on.